What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the adult. All right, man, look. I took down my last coffee. Wait a minute. Coffee. Now I'm ready. Okay. I took down my last video because I said, I heard the news that Anthony Joshua versus Ortiz wasn't going to happen. There's no fight June 1st. So I said, you know what? Let me come by, drop the news off. My show business partners were like, hey, we want to hear your opinion. I started getting comments after comment. Like, hey, man, you don't know what you're talking about. I was just dropping off the news. But you want to hear my opinion? I'm going to let you know my opinion. Right off the cuff. Now, I was going to let it fester. Think about it and stuff like that. No. You want me to come off the top? I'm going to come off the top on you. I'm going to come up, and I'm crossing my legs. And don't make me start rocking. You know how I get when I, start rocking on you. So, hold on. Let me tell you my emotional reaction to this. My emotional initial reaction to this. Anthony Joshua versus Ortiz not happening sucks. As a boxing fan, that sucks, okay? Let me tell you why. First of all, nobody's checking for no Big Baby Miller. When Anthony Joshua and Big Baby Miller was going to fight, Big Baby Miller ain't no fighter, man. That dude he's not even in the top 10 of heavyweights, okay? We were just happy. I know I was happy to see Anthony Joshua do his thing in the States. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to see him here. I wanted to see him in the States do his thing. That's it. That's all that was about. Okay, Anthony Joshua, Big Baby Miller, he had his push. You know what I'm saying? He came in thick. He ain't even the top 10 heavyweight. Okay, so the reason why this sucks is because let's talk about the top 5 heavyweights. Anthony Joshua is number 1. Deontay Wilder is number 2. Tyson Fury is number 3. Dillian White is number 4. Ortiz is number 5. So what was dangling in front of us was an opportunity to have Anthony Joshua versus Ortiz as Anthony Joshua's introduction to the States. That was like, it just fell right in our laps. My mouth was salivating from the possibilities of having a true fight, a meaningful fight with Anthony Joshua versus Ortiz. So let's talk about the magnitude of that, okay? Now, let's talk about the fight not happening and how I feel. Now, Ortiz's promoter said, he came out and he said that, they were lowballed. He said that it was all smoke and mirrors. It was 5 days of, BS negotiating. It wasn't true negotiating. He said that they were lowballed. Now, this is how I feel about the whole lowball statement. And now, the promoter also said that they weren't even offered what Big Baby Miller was offered. The $6.5 million or $7 million, whatever it was, they weren't offered that. All right, so now the conversation is, was it a low ball? Ortiz not getting offered what Big Baby Miller was getting offered. Does he deserve that much? This is how I feel about that. Big Baby, let me ask you. Ortiz being in the top 5 heavyweights and Big Baby Miller getting $6.5 million. Don't you think Ortiz should get that or more? Let me ask you, if you want to be fair, if I understand what you guys are going to say. Well, he took $500,000 to fight Deontay Wilder, so that's his price. Let's just be fair, though. Let's just be fair. If Big Baby Miller is worth $6.5 million, if you guys valued, if Andy Hearn and his team valued Big Baby Miller to that point, hey, I'm going to give you $6.5 million. That's how valuable you are. Ortiz should have more value, at least equal value, right? He's a top 5 heavyweight. He's recognized more than Big Baby Miller. No one knows Big Baby Miller. Ortiz is known. And Ortiz is the truth. Top 5 heavyweight. Do you think that it's fair that he gets as much as an unknown heavyweight who's not ranked in the top 10? Holla at me. Let's be fair. Let's just be fair. What do you think? I think if you're willing to give Big Baby Miller $6.5 million, then Ortiz should get somewhere around there, at least. So the team said that he was lowballed. I could understand that. I could actually understand that. And I think if the 6.5 was already being out there offered from Eddie Hearn, he's not losing anything. I mean, $6.5 million. I mean, okay, Big Baby Miller isn't getting it. Well, let me grab that liability. Let me grab that money and say, here you go, Ortiz. I mean, why not? Why not? Big Baby Miller ain't worth that money. Just grab the money and give it to somebody who is worth it. No, that doesn't make sense. I think that makes sense. So now let's talk from Ortiz's perspective. Ortiz, he was willing to fight. He fought Deontay Wilder for little to no money. He was talking about fighting Anthony Joshua for anything. And now the fight isn't happening because they were offered anything. So now the fight isn't happening, right? So that's where the hypocrisy comes in. Now it's like, okay, now you're being a hypocrite. So really, this is how I feel. Ortiz's team didn't stick to their word. Okay, if they're willing to fight Deontay Wilder for $500,000, then fighting Anthony Joshua for $2 million should be okay. Okay, but at the same time, Eddie Hearn offering Big Baby Miller $6.5 million, he should be fine with giving the top 5 heavyweight $6.5 million. If Big Baby Miller can't even crack the top 10. So, like I said, this is an unbiased channel here. Okay, so I think it's partially Eddie Hearn's fault because Eddie Hearn, like I said, you're spending $6.5 million anyway. You might as well give it to a top. Now it feels better than Big Baby. You're actually getting done in giving Big Baby Miller $6.5 million. Ortiz is at least, worth it. That makes more sense. So it's partially Eddie Hearn's fault and it's partially Ortiz's team fault because you set the bar. You set the standard. Hey, I don't need that much money to take a fight. Okay, then here you go. You're not going to get that much money. And I was like, no. We want more. So it's both. That's how I feel. I feel sometimes it's not just a fault of one person. It's both teams. And who lose is us. ShowBizz the dope. Dude, this is where I'm at. I'm about seeing the fight that I want to see. I lost today. I'm out. Huh.